So guys, you've got SEMrush, you can do research and so on and so forth. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see when people are mapping out their content is topical clustering. People don't understand what a topical cluster is. Now, it's obviously a very, very simple concept, and it's a great way to map out the content strategy going forward for your website. So, in this example on screen, we have the main keyword, the pillar post, the main page, whatever you want to call it, as podcasts. That's the core topic. So that would be like, I don't know, emergency plumbers. Now, surrounding that, you will have subtopics. So these are sub pages or blog posts or landing pages. They all mean the same thing. So as an offshoot to podcasts, you're going to have independent pages about comedy podcasts, business podcasts, dramatized podcasts, self-help podcasts, true crime podcasts. And those would all be seen as supporting articles. In the same way, you would have emergency plumbers as the core topic, and you may have emergency plumbers Haringey, North London, South London, East London, and areas within London. So you're going to have different landing pages that are still relating to the same core topic. So as I say, whether it's nationwide search, whether it's local search, a topic cluster or topical cluster still means much of the same thing. You're going to have to map that out. And the little grey part on the diagram is internal linking. So you're going to internally link from all your supporting articles into the main page and basically join the dots for Google to understand that your emergency plumber page and all the emergency plumber supporting articles and related keywords are all internally linked together to form a topical cluster. Now, a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand certain things when it comes to content. This particular website, witchcooker.com, was a friend of mine who came for training, and she went out and added a whole heap of content to the website. Now, this was back in early 2020, as you can see from the Ahrefs map here. Now, she gradually grew over the course of the year, got right up until November 2020, where her website was at an all-time high, and then was smashed by an update. So she gets smashed so hard, she literally went down to here, lost almost 90% of her traffic. We tried to revive it, and boom, it died. Now, it didn't just die. What we done there was we went over to witchkitchenappliance.com because essentially that website had been slapped. So in the March, we redirected it on to Witch Kitchen Appliance, and boom, the website shot back up to where it was. But again, it fell off a cliff very, very quickly. Now, why did that website fall off a cliff is the question. Now, you can have a look at the website itself, witchkitchenappliance.com. It's an Amazon, it used to be monetized through Amazon, AO, and various other places that sold cookers and ovens and everything else. Now, obviously, you can come on here and you could find single electric ovens or best single electric ovens. You would find a heap of content, and you would see that you could check the prices on AO, Currys, and on Amazon. So that's how affiliate marketing kind of works in that instance. However, what happened at the end of 2020 is there was an update. Now, you'll also see, if we look at SEMrush, further down, you see organic search, you'll see keywords by intent, and you'll see that there's, on this plumbers page, there's 28% informational, 9% navigational, 44% commercial, and 17.4% transactional. Now, with this particular website here, all of the content was relating to best single electric ovens, best cookers, whatever it might be, gas range cookers. Everything was best, everything was commercial, everything was just salesy. And even to this day, it hasn't been updated. And that is why that website fell off a cliff twice, because it had no informational content, it had nothing going for it. Even the author profile, Jen Hammond, if we go to About Us, Jen Hammond, there's a picture of someone there, there's no social media, it's fake as they come. And we'll go into building expertise, authority and trust later on, but you have to do more than put a fake person on a website. Now that's a picture of the real lady, of course, but Jen Hammond could be anyone that doesn't have the authority, doesn't have social media, doesn't look like a credible person, and all of the content is all commercialized. So it was just the best this, the best that, the top this, the top that, and that is not a content strategy. You have to bear in mind every website. If someone searches for what is or how to, provide them with information. You don't have to ram them with a sales page all of the time. So bear that in mind when you're compiling your keyword strategy or your topical map. You have to consider informational, navigational, even when it comes to e-commerce. When someone's looking for black trainers, they don't necessarily know what brand they want. You don't need to throw them onto black night trainers or something like that. You can just put them on your black trainer section. That's a navigational page. People will then be able to scroll through the different brands that have black trainers available to get to the right content. You're meant to make your people be able to navigate your website easily. And if someone says how to clean trainers or whatever, don't try and sell them a pair of trainers. Tell them how to clean the trainers. So every website does have informational content on it, and you need to make sure that your website, your keyword research, your strategy has that too. So when you're researching your keywords, make sure that you do understand that if someone Googles how to or what is, don't try and sell them something, because that page isn't likely to rank. It's a commercialized page, and it would be something more suited to a more commercial search term. So someone Googles how to, make sure that you try and return. Google's job is it wants to return the right experience, the right information, the right content for the user. So bear in mind the intent of the search term as well, because otherwise you're going to be like this person, and you can recover from getting a slap when you do a redirect, because the penalty doesn't follow the domain name straight away. However, if there's something fundamentally wrong with your content strategy, then you are going to fall off a cliff like that. And that's it. So bear that in mind when you are doing your topical map, your keyword research. Try and mix it all up. If someone's looking for a self-help podcast, make sure that you serve them a self-help podcast information. Very simple, very easy. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here. So make sure you understand what a topical cluster is. Build out a cluster at a time. A lot of people go around and they try and build 100 pages a month or whatever it might be, and it's a bit of a scattergun approach. If you're doing emergency plumbing, cover that whole topic in its entirety, all the variations, all the search terms, all the local landing pages, and then move over to, bathroom repairs or bathroom installation. Cover that topic in its entirety, link it all together, and move on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. That's how I would recommend that you do it. So that's another thing to help you get started when you're researching your content. Think of the topical map it out, draw it in a bit of paper, use an app, whatever you want to, and try and do it section by section. And again, look at those who are winning, the guys who are ranking well. What does their structure look like? And try and take inspiration from that as well. Doesn't mean they're all doing it right, but it's very simple and very easy to piece this all together. That will help you long term with your internal linking and everything else. But again, that's something we'll cover further on in the sessions.